welcome back to part 2 of us talking to Melissa. Welcome, Melissa. Tell our viewers more. We are excited.
Thank you so much, Lydia, for welcoming me back. Yeah, it's actually a great interview. I'm really enjoying it. Thank you so much. It's also because this is my passion. I when I talk about, I feel like it's a spiritual thing. It's actually from head to toe. I feel like I'm, and that's what I do when I'm working, when I'm teaching people how to carry babies, and they feel comfortable afterwards. And the way I met women during all these events that I've been invited to. I was even once invited at an event where there were 50,000 people coming, visiting per day. And we were there. It's called Nehemande Beurs of course, 9 months exhibition. That's how they call it. It's in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam there. And it's very huge. And there will be all these companies, the brands of baby world, they're there. You can imagine of anyone from Germany, from other countries, they'll be here. So I was there. I was invited to dance with women at a stage. And I'll share the pictures later with you. And it was very nice because when I finished, the moments that we had a break, I would see women who were sweating, having a baby, crying, and where was the baby in the pushchair, a mother. You can actually feel that some people are suffering of postnatal depression, but then at a deeper level, like when the postnatal depression has become deeper depression than it normally should be. And then you see that their relationship, maybe the man is walking behind. Then I go to that mother and I'm like, are you okay? Come here, let's sit here, give a cup of a drink or something to a water. And let me take your baby. And mostly I'll be having my cloth with me. And I just put that baby at the back. I would do it without even having to think about it. Or sometimes I even ask the parents, because that baby will be crying so much that for asking a permission, I will know that you always say, no, don't. Because the trust is just, but that moment I put the baby at my back, I have so many pictures of strange babies at my back. And
we want to see those ones.
I'll share with you. Yes. And then, then those babies, if within a few seconds, that baby will start sleeping at my back. And then the mother will be looking at me from head to toe. You know what it is. You're a mother, you kind of feel like if you're failing when your child is keeping on crying and you can't get that child become, and you feel like you're failing. And at the same time, you're the hero to that child. I know how that feels. It's painful, And when somebody just comes and you feel like somebody has kind of solved your problem. And I mean, of course, it's amazing. And then they will be like, oh, how did you do that? And then I'm like, take it easy, just take a walk. And I like, you want to try? This is how I manage to get into my clients, because you don't need to be commercial to be able to teach people to carry the babies. You can't be commercial. You have to share a certain deeper feeling, a deeper love to a person so that they can understand why they are supposed to be carrying their baby. Because for me, it's not it's not the idea for me to have to sell these products.
Thank you. We've been waiting for that. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's about me having reached the moment of a mother carrying their child comfortably, or a father. And
you've actually modified it. It doesn't look like the African one.
No, it is the basis, the basis from an African one, which is like almost how do you call it? The African one is almost
you just tie it to the front.
Yeah, when you're carrying with an African one, it's like it can even when the baby is bigger, it can even cut you almost,
Yes.
So this one is very comfortable, and actually
I can see that.
Yeah, and it actually cuddles you, because when you're having back or whatever, then you feel you're really touched there. And there's a belt under here, and that belt here under is meant for the pelvis of the mother, but also the belly.
Oh, wow.
You can tie the belly. You know, where in Africa,
Yes.
when you have just given birth, they had the towels that they tie around
yes.
to make your belly a back again. And of course,
Yes.
the excess water goes out. So that's the
Yes.
same applies to this. Whilst you're carrying your baby, you have the belly.
Right.
But why I'm showing you this, it's in front because we do not have how do you call these doors?
Mannequin.
Yeah, the mannequins are not made for carrying babies as yet. So we are hoping in the future that we can have a mannequin that's really like a human being that I can really show a spine. I'm really hoping that I can get whoever who can donate to me to have some with hands, with arms, and that we not too hard. The one I see normally in the window shopping, I want the one that I can move easily, and I can actually then show how to carry a baby at the back with such a product. So at the moment I put it in front, not because I'm encouraging people to carry babies in front, but it's because that's the only way, the only possibility I have so far. But otherwise, for carrying at your back. And in case you carry in front, of course, this is very comfortable for your back. But this, if you're carrying at your back, these belts are meant for a bra. So if we have more time later, I can show you when I carry myself to carry a dog. Then I can show you how it's actually done so it can protect our breast. So you don't have to have a bra when you're carrying a baby because you don't need too much clothes.
We want to see that.
Yes, I'll show you. Yeah, if you want to see it now, it's also okay.
Yes, please. That's amazing. Right. Yes, please.
All right, no problem. Let me do that.
Thank you.
Moment.
Wow, is that your sitting room? It looks like an African shop.
Yes, it's my that is my working room. This is my
it's beautiful.
And sometimes because here in the we're talking about my work as well. Here in Europe, you know that when you want to be in the baby world, you want to teach women how to carry babies, so you want to teach other professionals like midwives, maternity nurses. You have to get certified to become to be allowed to be, you know. So you see a lot of people carrying their babies like this here in Europe with straps like this.
Yes.
There's a woman in Germany who probably traveled a long time ago to Africa, and she was kind of teaching women how to carry babies somehow, somewhere. And she gives certificates to professionals. And then I also took it over now, and I'm doing that as well. So in a way, we got this, and those are the people we get along with. And some are also in Scotland. They the ones that are very fanatic on carrying babies. So we are a group of people.
You will tell us because we'd like to hear. I'm sure my viewers would like to hear of when you came to Edinburgh to talk about Bereka.
Oh, okay. I came to. Is it now 2 years ago or 3 years ago already?
Right.
It was really nice to be there. The women are very enthusiastic about it. We're very enthusiastic about it. And some are already professionals, you know, they work with babies. They work with immediate, some work in hospitals. It's just that it would be nice if this becomes an official act from the government itself. You know, like we know from the health system, from the when the gynecologists or the maternity nurses or the midwives, when the moment that everybody gives birth, that it becomes a compulsory thing to carry a baby. But of course, I think it's not yet a go area because politically, or maybe from the Queen herself, it's something that needs to be discussed so that it can become compulsory in the whole world. But we are trying to work hard to that. And of course, that's why we are showing the benefits of carrying the babies, of course, for older people. Yeah. I'm going to show you.
You are carrying that doll as if it was a baby. I like that.
Yes, it's actually it's a baby that weighs 3.5 kilos, so
right,
3,500 grams. Yeah. So
yeah.
actually, let me show you. It's called Timo.
Hi,
And
Timo.
apparently we are busy trying to have also black dogs on the market, because these are made in Germany and they are real. They are real. These are real, and you can even see it. You can bow, you can bend.
Yes.
Because we also use them for baby massage, so they are really real
of
dogs.
course,
Yeah,
of course.
And so
they
as you can see,
reborn here.
Yeah. So whilst I'm holding the baby like this, I'm also going to show you another scientific thing that has been encouraged so far. When your baby is crying because of colic, they encourage you to hold the baby like this, right?
Right.
Why is it like that?
Sorry?
Why is it like that? It's because whilst you're carrying the baby like that, you're actually kind of massaging the belly, yeah? And the tummy,
so that,
isn't it? Yeah. Which already brings you back to carrying your baby.
Exactly. Wow.
Whilst your baby is here, you're massaging your baby. Whilst your baby is at your back, you're constantly massaging your baby, and the baby is sitting upright. Yes. When you're sitting upright, your whole metabolism, your whole digestion goes properly, isn't it?
Exactly. Wow.
Which makes again the research become more effective, because so at the moment I have my baby at the back.
Yes.
Another important thing before I show carrying the baby with the mbereko, I also want to share this. Whilst I'm teaching, I teach women or men to get to know their posture better. So I try to see whilst they are sitting on their knees and like a dog, I try to teach them to know their posture, like going up with their spine and going down. So to show that for them to be conscious about their spine and their back, and also to be conscious about their sense of feeling. Yes. Because not everybody, especially in Western countries, is used to carry a baby at the back, or maybe they don't even remember when, if you touch somebody at the back, if the way that they feel something, yes or no. Yeah. And I also discovered that whilst you're talking about sense of feeling, not all Europeans are very conscious about whilst you're touching or cuddling each other, that you really feel something deep, that is so deep spiritually that you can share something with somebody. So with this carrying baby at the back, it means you are encouraging that feeling to become real. Yes. You know, because you are not using your eyes. People here are used to use their eyes. They control using their eyes. If you can't see, you are nothing. So whilst if you're blind, you can still use the sense of feeling, which means if you're back, you're another point which is very important, at your back, you are learning to let go, but with safety.
Absolutely, yes.
How many parents do you see running after a child whilst they are 7 already, going to school, taking that child back to school because they can't let go, because they are scared, because they feel like the child cannot be safe without them. The child cannot do things without them.
That's right.
That you learn already when you are putting your baby at your back. So there are so many reasons why we're supposed to learn to carry our babies at the back.
Right.
So this is mbereko.
Right.
This one is made of another African attire from Ghana.
Yes.
I have from every country. I have them.
You're doing it too quick. Can you do it slower so we can see? So you have a string that you tie at, oh wow, that's amazing. A string at the bottom. Yes.
Yeah. You see?
Oh wow.
These are bells for under. So
where were you when I was having my baby?
I hear from many people. You're going to see me when you're having your first grandchild. I'm coming after you.
Definitely. I would like one for myself and one for their mothers each.
Exactly. You will get one from me. And the other thing about being a grandmother, another point, take note. When you're a grandmother, even if you have carried your children, it's also very important to help to carry your grandchildren, because your remember we talked about your hip bone.
Yes.
Yes. When you're carrying your grandchild,
right,
you go and stand upright.
Yes.
Our grandmothers are now going like this.
Yes.
Yes, because the back has become less, it has become less strong, and then you start bowing again. But if you want to be a bit stronger, you want to go a bit longer, you also carry your little children, your grandchildren, and they help you massage your back, mostly your back pain. But at the same time, when you have been carried and you have also carried your children and your grandchildren, the chances are very low for a hip operation. So when you fall, when you're older, the chances are less for you to break their, because your bones have been, your joints have been growing properly. So I also discovered that there are companies making a lot of money here in Western countries because they make hip, how do you call it? When the hip has been operated, then they make
hip transplant.
Yeah.
Hip surgery and transplants.
Exactly. So, well, anyway, this is how we it's apparently it's one color. Sometimes I have 2 different colors or 3 colors just to show for teaching purposes.
Yes.
I have different colors so to show where to focus on and where else they're strapping it on. And the other thing I have, I always tell people there are the cars mostly have 4 wheels and they go from one place to another, but you also have 4-wheel drives. And those 4-wheel drives are capable of going into the mountains and they can sustain more. So that's how I call mbereko a 4-wheel drive, because you see now a remake out there, a lot of companies that are very clever, they remake mbereko because they see money in it, and then they make a very quick stuff with with those belts that you push and pull and stuff. But those things they don't stay longer. Yeah. The reason why I keep mbereko for tying is I don't know if you can help me with an English word. We call it when you want to tie something to put a knot in it. It's because whether you've gained weight or lost weight, you still can tie it tight.
Absolutely.
You can maintain the tightness. Why we need the tightness is because that's how you maximum protect your pelvis.
Exactly.
So it's a question of learning how to knot and tie your mbereko. That's just the same as how to learn sewing, how to learn knitting, how to learn cooking. So it's the same as this. So it's something that once you have mastered it, you can only do it better. Yeah. So you see this belt, I'm going to turn it like this. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to turn it like this.
Yes,
so
I can see.
Yeah. So to make mbereko easily become
is that the bottom part?
That's the bottom part, yes.
Oh wow.
You want to show, the front part is this one. Let me show you the whole thing. This is the bottom
I saw you
part.
tying a string earlier on.
Yeah. Oh, earlier on I showed you that one. Yes, that's the one I'm showing you. The one on the
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. The top part is got the belts. That's the ones you saw at the back.
Yes.
You see, there's another belt here, and this is the shoulder one.
Right.
And you see, this thing is for this thing is for when you're using a cap. We've got a cap here. When a child is sleeping, you have a cap so they can.
Oh wow! My gosh, that's beautiful.
And then this cap, when you see, and then you can
put it in there.
Yes. So without having to disturb the neck muscles, you don't have to put it too tight. So the neck won't move. It has to be loose enough, but protective enough. Yeah. So those are things to learn. Exactly. And that's why I developed the teaching program where I have to teach the nurses and the midwives, so to teach their own parents as well at the same time their immediate community. So you see, I'm a big woman, So I like to have things that actually touch my love handles. You call them love handles, right?
Yes.
It's nice for. So we have this. We can strip it on in front. Yes. But for a woman with a cesarean, sometimes it's still painful before you start carrying your baby.
Yeah.
You can also, after 6 weeks, of course, of after birth, you're allowed to do some exercises, but you're also allowed to carry your baby. So we have to put this belt at the belly.
Yeah.
Just as to tie your belly. And then we tie on the side so that it
on the side. Amazing. Yes. Right.
So there are so many possibilities to, and we just leave it there so that, because it's possible for everybody, but it's also easier when you have a cesarean there. Yes. So there we go. The belts are long because you need them.
Right.
So yes, you can see I have it on my back. You have to make sure it's really in the middle here.
Yes.
So you can try it by doing these movements and see if everything is sitting on the right position of your pelvis.
Yes.
Then we take our baby. I will just do the African way. We have a better way of teaching women who have never carried their babies. Right. The better way is mostly to put a baby on the side, mbereko on the side, and then we put the mbereko here, and then we put the belt, and then we turn the baby at the back with the mbereko itself to make it safe. So the baby doesn't fall. But today I'm just showing you the African way, because if you're an African woman, we have been caring for a long time.
That's
you're
what
also
I
able
did.
to even have your baby. Yes.
Yes.
I'll just show you a little bit. I will go a bit far. So you can see how I stand with my legs.
Yes.
Yeah? I always put my legs apart from each other.
Yes.
To maintain a better position for myself. Yeah. So I'll put the mbereko on the baby now.
Yes.
You see?
Wow.
I also have a way of carrying a newborn baby. Maybe I should better teach you that way.
No, teach us all of them. Teach us that one.
Okay.
Complete that one, and then you can teach us the baby, the newborn.
All right. This is a bigger baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
The legs are out there. Very important. Yeah. One belt goes between your legs. So you are protecting your baby at the back. You're working with one belt with 2 hands. And then one hand is bringing the belt on top of the leg. Yeah.
Wow.
And then you cross it. You do push and pull, as you can see.
Right.
And then you put it under the leg. Yeah.
Right.
That one you have finished with, you put it between the legs, you open the other one that you are going to work with. Make sure you always work with 2 hands, which means you're using every part of your body to help your,
It's like exercise.
Oh yeah, that's why we came up with baby carry workout.
Right.
It's a new concept, of course, since 2011. There you go. You're doing again a push and pull. As you can see, my posture.
Wow.
My knees are bored. Yes. And if you go to the gym, they always tell you, don't put your knees, don't do this, but go like this. So you do it automatically. Yes. On top of the leg, without disturbing the joints of the leg of the baby.
Yes.
Every joint should be free to move. And then you hold the leg and put under. Yeah.
Yes.
Now you can stand and breathe a bit. Then you have them here.
Right.
Yes. Once you have another one between your legs, I'm going to show you immediately. But this one is also possibility. If you're in a hurry, you can just tie it like this. Yeah. If you want to do something intensive, like sports or walk a long distance, or you're carrying a very big child, it means we advise you make use of your belts that are very Here we have used a lot of fabric here. We are not stingy.
Yes.
Then we put under your breasts.
Oh my gosh, I like that.
You are a breastfeeding mother, yeah?
Yes.
You don't want to have a bra that's going to make you sweat.
Yes.
But
absolutely.
then when you're carrying a child, you want to stand upright. So there's space enough for you to breathe here. Your breasts are mostly falling, so you can use mbereko.
Yes.
Pull up your breasts.
Yes. Amazing.
And then you have to be nice to your fabric, be in love with it. Like how those weavers were making them.
Yes,
I love
exactly.
them.
Wow.
Yeah. And then you pulling it, you make sure it doesn't strain you here. So you really make it flat here. And then you take the smaller part, this inside, you pull and you push. You pull and you push. So it becomes tight enough here without straining you here. You're able to lift your arm.
Yes.
You see. Now
so
I
you
think
must
from
wear
today
a comfortable
you're
dress as well.
Sorry?
You must wear a comfortable dress.
Oh, yes, you need to wear something very comfortable as well, sportish something, and not too much clothes, because you become very warm, of course. So it's nice in the winter, because if it's cold, you're warm enough. You have 37 degrees from your child and yourself. So it's warm enough. Yeah. There we go. That's one bra.
Wow.
Then we cross another one. So we are carrying many things here. We are not only carrying your baby, we are carrying our pelvis, we are carrying our belly, our back, and our baby.
Yes.
You see? There we go. We're crossing it again. We pull nicely, making sure that every fabric is taken nicely. Yes. I'm sure from today onwards, each time you come across someone carrying a baby, you'll be looking twice, like, are you comfortable in there?
I know, I always do that, to be honest.
That has become my work, like checking people, and sometimes I speak to them, sometimes not, depending on how much time I have. And you see, so you do the same thing for me, pulling. And to make it secured, you can put here a hole, and then you bring it inside. So even if you would, not like you jump, but in case it's war, whatever, you have to run. Yes. You can safely run with your baby.
Exactly. Wow, amazing. Now, as a mother, when a child cries, regardless to whose it is, you just get yourself worrying, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You worry yourself, and at the same time, you forget to take care of yourself as well, mind-wise, but also body-wise. Yet, with caring with mbereko, you do all at once. And now we have the final part, the strap thing, the cap,
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
There it goes. And then if a child is sleeping, it's not necessarily necessary, because the neck is already supported,
Yes.
So the only thing that's necessary now is if it's raining, if there are too many people, if a child maybe is being, you just want to have them a little bit in there without disturbing their breathing capacities.
Yes.
Without disturbing their looking capacities, and also their neck muscles, they shouldn't be disturbed. So whilst they're doing that, then you bring it to that thing that we talked about.
Yes, the little.
Yes.
It's not a clasp, really.
And then you can just tie it there.
Right.
A little bit. Yes, there we go. Same applies to the same side. So it has everything, actually. The manual career that is well thought to protect everything and protect your whole family. Because after carrying this mbereko, after buying it, you can put it in this bag, or you can put it in a small suitcase. We also have a Bereka suitcase that you can put it in there. And it's also a nap bag. You can carry it like this. Yeah, if it's
hopefully
too long,
it doesn't affect the baby.
No, not at all. It doesn't, because you can. It's like this.
Right.
And actually, if it's too long, we are very much into our tying. We tie everything up.
Yeah. And then make it small and put it on the shoulder.
Yeah, and once you're
Amazing.
carrying your baby and you're breastfeeding, which is what we encourage people to do if the possibility is there medically, then you don't need too much in your bag. You just need a little bit of your big diapers, not too many. A few clothes to wipe, and maybe just a little bit of your wallets, and not many things. You don't need too much.
Not many things, exactly.
Because we are not carrying any bottle for the baby for bottle feeding. You don't need to warm anything when you are, because you are really actually, you are the nature. You are producing everything. So you and your water to drink. You need to drink water when you're breastfeeding. So you have that in your bag, and here we go. Very sporty.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful.
So in the end, when you think you're feeling a bit, you can dance, and you can
what
do
about how you carry the newborn?
Oh, right.
Is that the exercise you do?
So everybody's going to make mbereko. I won't have a business anymore.
Oh no.
Don't share everything though.
What we are seeing is awesome, but honestly, it looks so complicated, like really complicated.
Oh yeah, that's why it needs to be taught. And I think in the end you have the maximum comfort.
Yes.
Yeah. And where do you find complication?
For me, everything really. I think that the way it's made, it's beautiful, and I'm not saying complicated in a bad way. It's just that I'm not sure that I will get all the tying right.
Oh, right. I understand what you mean. Yes. No, but that's why it's an indigenous product. It's an ancient indigenous. I don't know how I can call it, and it's something that you need time for something like this. And
yes,
you can't be in a hurry because whilst you're carrying your baby, you're also making movements with your baby. You're also I don't know how you can call it. You are doing the movements that you normally should be doing when you are standing there doing nothing, just making your baby. But the carrying part, you're doing exercises, you're straining yourself, you're stretching your arms, you're doing it. So you should see the I don't know how to call it. You should see the benefits of the of carrying your baby.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. You should see the benefits of carrying your baby. The process of carrying your baby, I need to say, yeah.
So the way you've tied it now, that I can tie, but the other way?
Oh yeah, you are untying. Do you want to see the front part as well or not?
You said you are going to show us how to carry a newborn first of all.
A newborn, oh, of course, yes.
And then you will show us the front.
Oh yeah, this is the undoing part. Is just the last in, first out.
Yes.
So I was now talking without showing you how to remove the thing. And
no, that's okay. We can see. I'm sure the viewers are seeing everything. It's amazing. Right. It's almost like science.
Oh yeah, it is science. I mean, I should be teaching in schools. I know that
definitely.
Schools, because if people know this younger, the quicker they learn. And and of course we should have more parents that are giving birth to have us. We should have more classes everywhere. That
exactly.
So to be able to teach the parents, so there we go. The baby here. Yeah. So whilst I'm taking a break, standing a little bit, because since we are doing an exercise.
You can sit and tell us about it.
All right. I just want to give you a little bit theory on why it's important to, and of course by removing, since we have long straps of the mbereko, when you are taking out the mbereko, make sure you are standing close to bed or to a sofa or to someone, so that you can just put the baby down. So you will then remove your mbereko and fold it, you see, because mostly when you are removing your baby, they are already sleeping.
Yes.
So there we go. Wow. So when you're talking about a newborn baby is it's a bit it's not really complicated, but it's something we need to think about.
Right.
Because a baby has been in your belly for 9 months.
Yes.
You did not have any control over that baby. The nature did.
That's right.
So when the baby is coming out, mostly you can actually even fold them like this, because their spine, their bones, everything is not yet developed. Yeah.
Yes.
And what happens with the newborn? Their legs, they are a few centimeters here in between.
Right.
Yeah. And those centimeters are not supposed to be disturbed at anyhow. You should never try to do this.
Overstretch. Yes. Yes.
You can't disturb the nature of the baby himself.
Yes.
Nor your own nature. You can't change that.
Yes.
So that's why it's important to just watch and see how the baby has come out the belly. And mostly some babies will be just like this, you know? And
right.
But the whole important thing is that there is a little bit space there, and you can't you can't go more than 30 centimeters.
Right.
That's how they managed to see that there's a 30 centimeters maximum, not in each and every child, but that's the maximum. You can't go beyond that. Yeah.
Right.
And every child who is born is unique to their mother. How?
Right.
We have a hip bone here.
Yes.
So you want to measure your baby's size when they're just born. You measure your hip bone.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
That's why you see that automatically, naturally, when a mother gave birth, they immediately put the baby here without even thinking about it. You can't even.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. You go to Africa, you ask a lot of women, why do you do that? They don't know. But
it's just natural. It just goes here.
So what I went on doing was to find out, and sometimes I did to interview a few people, find out why and how do you stand like this? And some people wouldn't know, some knew, and I only know that when I started baby care workout, when I was doing a research on the brain of a baby. I remember having a discussion with a lot of colleagues about the brain damage whilst a mother is shaking or whilst the mother is moving.
Yes.
There are natural movements that a mother does when they are carrying their baby, and that can never damage a brain. Unless, so when we developed and when we came up with the concept of baby care workout and dance, we discovered that you need to have a mbereko that is properly strapped on. No matter how complicated it looks, but after carrying that baby, that mbereko, you feel like you're carrying nothing. You just feel yourself, which is very important. That's why you are also capable of doing the movements that you're doing. Because you see sometimes African people dancing, and you see the neck of the baby going this way sometimes, and those are some of the things that we need to check on. How is it going? Why is it? Yes, so very important why they are very protective in the Western world, and why we are naturally doing things in Africa without having to do a research, but we properly do it. Yeah, so of course there's certain things that we do in Africa that can maybe a little bit improved, you know. So that part is also of the neck of the baby, that how do we protect that? Sometimes we protect it too much, whereby the neck muscles are not protected.
Yes.
Or are not free enough to move. And sometimes we protect it too less, that the neck moves too much.
Yes.
That maybe the brain development can be affected. Yeah. And at the same time, so I'm now talking about the whole size of the baby. So the moment you do this to a baby who is too young, before 3 months, you're also disturbing. Yes, you are disturbing the development of the hip bone.
Right.
Yes. So whilst I was talking about baby carrying is very good and it encourages the hip bone to be stronger, it's also very important to realize the importance of doing it properly. There is no rocket science of changing any nature, because the baby came out of your belly and their nature is not to do this before they are 3 months. After 3 months, you see a development. I'll just show you a little bit of it. How do I turn the camera? Oh yeah, here. I'll just show you a little bit of because this is my teaching room. I receive clients here. So as you can see here, this is a mother who is pregnant. Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, this is drawn by Nguyen. She's one of my teachers in. She's from Vietnam. A very nice lady. Yes. This is how the baby looks like when they're in the belly. This is when they just born. This is the period between 0 and 3 months.
Yes.
Yeah. And this is then the period after 3 months. As you can see already, the distance here is long, is bigger than this distance between.
Yes, of course.
And you can see that here they're still like the spine is not yet developed. Yeah. Same as when they're still here. But then the spine here is now. Yes. And after some time it develops to become
carved to the
and outward. It goes wrong mostly here. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And a lot of things go wrong here a lot. You see, because the moment the baby comes out of here, they put them in the pram, the spine stays like that. Even if the natural development happens, it won't be encouraged to become like this.
Right.
That's why you see that there are a lot of physiotherapists in Europe than in Africa. And now you see this is
absolutely.
Yeah. So, and of course I'm certified to become what I do. And this is the certificate of baby care workout that I protected as brands.
Oh, wow.
Amazing. For the whole, now I have it in the world. It costed a lot of money, of course. Yeah. And so that teacher I was telling you, she was teaching me about the CPD course that I can teach others, avoiding burnout, emotional trauma, win-win approaches, creating successful consultants. So I can teach consultancies and they can become, how to call it? They can be certified to become Bereka consultants. Yes.
Wow.
So anyway,
amazing. Just one.
The newborn, I know that looks very complicated, and that makes baby wearing, caring of babies very interesting. It's something that we can't ignore in our society and in the world. That's why it looks complicated, because many people just thought you can just take a towel, you strap your baby, put it at the back. But the moment you have been westernized, you're doing it wrong.
Right.
You're doing it wrong. And then it means the newborn, we carry them, we change the mbereko size. The mbereko size between here from A to B will be a little bit made smaller for the newborn.
Yes, of course.
How do we make it smaller? It's manual as well. So that's why you see sometimes when they are making these baby carriers, they are very small. But then they cannot, then they tell you can only carry your baby between 0 and 3 months. That's not true. You can carry your baby until they are preschoolers, because after mbereko has become smaller, when the baby is after 3 months, you don't need to make it smaller anymore. That's what I showed you now, that you put the belt on top of the back and under the leg and top of so it crosses at the back. But now you don't need to do that. You just leave the baby without those belts on their back, because their spine does not need support as yet.
Yes.
And then, so I'm going to explain whilst I'm doing the newborn. Yes.
Right.
Okay, there we go. I took some rest, of course. So I'm going to do it a little bit faster, but I will be explaining.
No problem.
Yes, I have already showed you that I have to turn and now I'll tie it in the middle here, just before I did it for the cesarean mother, So you want it faster, yeah? And you also want it, but it's not the time, it's the quality of what you have done, the quality of your process, therefore the good result. Because the moment that you start doing it faster, that's when you can only discover that you end up having back pain. You have disturbed the process of development of your child, just because you wanted a very quick baby career to become the fastest mother. Then you should then use that towel that we use in Africa, because that's the fastest career ever. It's within a few seconds, you have your baby at your back. But you want to use mbereko, you have to take your time. It needs more love.
Right.
So a newborn baby, I give advice to parents that mostly when you have a newborn up to 3 months, you're mostly having people around you to help you. I teach an African culture. Whilst I teach an African culture, I encourage that a mother who just gave birth is around family, surrounded by whoever we're supposed to be them around them, which means when you're putting your baby at your back, mostly very difficult to do it alone. So your body is not yet very strong to carry that baby. To put the baby at your back, you need somebody to support you, either your husband, your aunt, your whoever. So make sure before you give birth, you have people around you to help you until you manage to do it on your own. So in this case, you put your baby at your back. And when you are alone, I can teach you to do that. That's not an issue. Because you can use any other object, like a bed, like a place where you put the nappies, where you change your bed. Then you can put the mbereko first, and then you carry your baby at your back. But why making it so difficult whilst you have family around you?
Yes,
African
exactly.
people are supposed to be teaching the whole world why we Africans have become successful in the world, because we help each other.
Right.
We are supposed to teach the world to help each other, to be there for each other, not to be individual. You see.
That's true.
Yeah. So we are here. I put both between my legs. Can you see me well?
Yes.
All right. So whilst I'm here, the baby, what we're carrying now is smaller.
Yes.
Yeah. Very small, which means the size of mbereko is big from top to belly, and from side to side.
Yes.
So we put the baby a bit higher here. I don't know if you can see now.
Yes. The baby is next to your head. Baby's head.
Yes. And let me see if I've yes, it's there. So what I'm going to do now, show you the space here. Can you see the space?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. That space shows that mbereko is also going to tell you the size of your child. When the child is growing, the child is going deeper in the mbereko. So, and I'm going to make it now smaller from knee to knee.
Right.
Yeah? Okay. Once I make it small, I hold it like this so that the leg is free to move. Yeah.
Right.
Then I leave one between my legs. I start working with one hand.
Yes.
I put it under the leg.
Right.
I actually hand it over to the other hand. Yeah.
Right.
Yes. I'm making mbereko smaller now for the newborn.
Right.
With that strap, it's going to help that place that I made small to stay small.
Right.
Then I pull, yes. Then I bring it under the other leg. I'm not going to put it in there. And that under leg, I'm also made smaller, but I'm going to still make it small, more smaller than the other end. Yes. And now you see, I'm going to use the other side. This other end is going to hold there, where under the leg, to maintain the size.
Right.
And at the same time, I'm bringing the strap under the leg.
Right.
I hand it over to the other end. It's nice when I'm having a round of women, we're doing the same thing. And it's so nice. And when you see them doing it, after teaching them the process, and when they know why they're doing it, they do it with love.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So now I've made it smaller in both sides. We chop from neck to here.
Yes.
And from knee to knee.
Yes.
Which means at that moment I've maintained the posture of the baby.
Right.
And also, you see, and the baby is very small. Now I'm not going to show you my battery is almost gone. Which means
we could stop here, by the way, once you finish this one, because we're about to start our part 3.
All right. No, okay. Then you can see the baby's there. And here the cap is necessary
Right.
See? You put it there because the neck of the baby is not yet very strong.
Yes.
It goes like this. So you need the cap.
Yes.
Also for 3 months, and then you use it.
All right. Amazing. That's wonderful.
So you see these legs, it's smaller.
Yes.
And they are not wide like this, but
yes.
here.
Yes.
Yeah. And a natural baby will never allow you to do so because they're mostly very hard to go this way.
Right. Yes, of course.
Maintain the natural posture of the baby. So here.
Amazing.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much. Viewers,
No, you're
we're
welcome.
going to, sorry, go on.
No, I said you're welcome.
Yes, viewers, you can do a course with Melissa on how to carry your baby. And if you want to buy, we'll be leaving links. So we're going to stop here and we'll come back at part 3, and also where we'll share the links of how you can buy your berekas, and also
yes,
if you want to get trained, how you can get trained and get a certificate. And hopefully after that, you can also train other people how to carry their children with Bereka. Thank you. We are stopping here for part 2. Sorry?
And you get with your training program, you get your package. We give you a whole package of the program. So all you need when you have your certificate, so you can start, you're ready to start within your community.
Right.
And we keep on training you and until you are also like one of us.
Oh, wow, amazing. So you hear that. Please don't forget to watch part 3. Thank you. We'll see you later at part 3.
Okay.